Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we have our first trade speculation of the offseason, and it is Bradley Beal to the Sacramento Kings. So with the offseason officially underway, obviously the rumor mill is going to start to heat up. We go through this same kind of discourse every single year before actual free agency and the draft does start. Shams Charania, along with Woj, a bunch of other reporters, all said that the Wizards and Bradley Beal are working together to find a trade partner. It makes sense. I never thought that the Wizards should have given Bradley Beal that contract. Never mind the fact that they made him one of the only players in the league with a full no-trade clause. So that was insanity, but 1 year into that Supermax contract, Bradley Beal is looking for a new home. And Shams said actually earlier today, I'm recording this on Thursday, the Sacramento Kings have interest, and so does Bradley Beal. So this would be an interesting fit. We'll talk more about the fit and what the actual trade is going to look like once we get into the video. But obviously the Kings are not the only suitor. I'm doing a Kings one today because obviously they're the newest team to kind of emerge. And obviously I did a Heat rebuild about 2 days ago. So we're taking some time off from the Miami Heat. But this is an interesting one. We'll talk more about my thoughts on this one once we do get into it. As always, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. It is officially time for the offseason, and nobody loves these kind of rumor rebuilds more than I do. So if you guys have any that you want to see, let me know down below in the comment section. Obviously, we're not going to do like 8 different Bradley Beal rebuilds. That would get a little bit repetitive, but maybe 1 or 2 more as the weeks go on if there's no actual trade yet. So we will see. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But obviously a very interesting one. Kings, historically good offense last year. You had a guy in Bradley Beal, pretty good offensive player himself. Let's see how this fits along with the trade. Let's get into it. All right, so we're making the trade for Bradley Beal. This is not the full trade. We are also going to be including Davion Mitchell. He's on a team option, though, and for whatever reason, this game doesn't let you trade guys before you pick up their team option. It's okay. So let me just go over my kind of short thoughts, and I'll try to keep it short, on a potential Bradley Beal deal. Obviously, here's what I am going to assume somewhat of what the trade is going to look like. Kevin Huerter, Richaun Holmes, Davion Mitchell will obviously be in here. This is the 23rd overall pick in this year's draft, an unprotected first from 2026. And then I'm throwing in the second. I'm honestly just going to get the second back when I give them Davion Mitchell. Makes sense. For Bradley Beal. Now, there's an argument that this trade, this might not seem like enough, but I think really what the biggest leverage is that no trade clause Bradley Beal has. He can just say no. I mean, it's as simple as that. The Wizards don't have nearly as much leverage as, let's say, a team like maybe the Portland Trailblazers do with Damian Lillard. Because Bradley Beal can just tell him to go fuck off. I mean, he doesn't have to accept any trade. So, for me, you're not going to get as much value, but you get a really decent player in Kevin Huerter. You get a guy in Richaun Holmes, could be a good, decent backup big man. And you get Davion Mitchell, who is obviously not really going to be starting at any point in the near future in Sacramento, along with a first-round pick this year and another future first. It doesn't seem like the end of the world. It is what it is. So we're making this trade. They're not going to accept it. I put on trade override. Holy shit. But let me know your thoughts on a potential deal that could be shaped like this. Now that we've made that massive trade, it is time to get into the offseason. Obviously, Mike Brown is not going anywhere. He just won Coach of the Year. It would be absolutely idiotic to move on from him. Let's head up to the draft, no longer with our own first-round pick, which is a little bit unfortunate, but obviously we got a really good player in Bradley Beal, and I'm excited to have him here. I'll talk about the roster after we kind of go over everything, but in terms of our other draft picks this year, we have 8 and 24 in round 2. I'm not going to use either of these. I don't really feel like it's going to be too important for me. So we won't draft anybody. There is some decent depth here on this Kings team anyways. I'm going to bring back Mitchell. He's obviously going to be going to Washington. And then Kessler Edwards can come back as well. So let me just put through this deal real quick. Just kind of like part 2 of this. Where is Davion Mitchell? We will go over here to the Wizards, and this, nope, that's not the first. I want the second, and it is 2027. All right, cool. All right, so that's the full deal. It has officially gone through. Qualifying offers, Neemias Queta, probably not for $2 million. Let's take a look at free agency in terms of our free agents. Harrison Barnes is kind of the big one, if you will. Chimezie Metu is here. Terrence Davis is here. Obviously, Queta is here as well. So I will probably offer Harrison Barnes a contract. I want to make it abundantly clear, if this is your first time watching or you just didn't know, this is not supposed to be a realistic rebuild. I tried to make a somewhat realistic trade for Bradley Beal, but this is not going to be a realistic rebuild for the rest of this video. All right, we're going to give Terrence Davis a contract too, and then Metu's probably a guy that we want to bring back. Obviously, we went ahead and just moved Richaun Holmes. It's probably a good idea. Trey Lyles, also a free agent. Does not appear that we do have any sort of rights on him. A little bit unfortunate because I do think he could be a good rotation piece for me. We'll see if we can get him back after we bring back our other free agents here. So we're getting all three of these guys back. Obviously pretty big. And then let's look power forward spots. Is he not here? No. Does not look like it's an option for me. But let's just go over this roster right now. So De'Aaron Fox, obviously here, established star, Mr. Clutch Player of the Year. He's 25 years old at a 90 overall. He's not going anywhere. We now have Bradley Beal in here. He's going to be our starting shooting guard. Malik Monk will be coming off the bench. I like Malik Monk quite a bit. He's going to be a tremendous sixth man for me. Also, I do understand the argument that a lot of people are saying. I mean, this Kings team, historically good offense last year. Their defense is not very good. And obviously, Bradley Beal doesn't necessarily provide the best defense in the world. So I'm not going to pretend it is a perfect fit. But at the end of the day, man, they're going to be scoring, what, 140 points a game? As long as you don't let the other team score that many, you should be good. All right, we re-signed Harrison Barnes. We have Terrence Davis back as well. Kessler Edwards, we picked up his option. Keegan Murray, who I know some people kind of speculated could be considered possibly as a piece in the Bradley Beal deal. I think that's a deal breaker for the Kings. I don't think they should or will throw Keegan Murray into that deal. I think he's too good. And obviously Sabonis here as well, and then we brought back Metu. So we do. Is Trey Lyles actually gone? Do we just not have like the rights to get him back or enough money to get him back? Where is he? Lyles. It's LY, right? I hope so. Yeah, so we just don't have the money to get him back. That's obviously a little bit unfortunate. But there are some other power forward options for me here. Kelly Olynyk could be a guy that could space the floor a little bit. I mean, obviously Keegan Murray can space the floor, but I don't really know who I'd want here out of these guys. I mean, there's obviously some decent options. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go with Kelly Olynyk. He's a guy that can space the floor, as I mentioned. So, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Keegan Murray can't do that. We all know he can shoot the three ball. But we're going to bring in Kelly Olynyk. Kind of a decent, interesting fit in this team, but it is what it is. We're not really worried about fit right now. We're bringing in a shit ton of offense, that is for sure. So let's just find ourselves a backup point guard. We're kind of all set. I know I brought back Kessler Edwards. Honestly, I'm going to trade him. I don't really see a way. I mean, he is only 22. I mean, maybe there's an argument, but I'm just going to move him. If we can recuperate a first-round pick, I'm definitely going to do it. Thank you very much, Charlotte. And now, in terms of point guards, we can sign. Oh, boy, these are not good options. Oh, baby. All right, I'm going to sign Damian Lee and then try to trade Damian Lee. I probably should have kept Kessler Edwards to maybe include in a deal like this, but yeah, it's a boof on my part. We'll do Damian Lee and 2 second-round picks. Just any sort of point guard. Just somebody like somewhat competent is all I'm really asking for. If not, there's a couple good players here that I can trade for and then just probably flip immediately and go out and yeah, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to pick up Jayshawn Tate. I know I'm going to be able to flip Jayshawn Tate but I prefer to keep him maybe actually over Terrence Davis. I mean, there's probably an argument there. Screw it. We'll keep Jayshawn Tate. We'll move Terrence Davis. I just need to find a point guard. Somebody to back up De'Aaron Fox. Oh, good God. Seriously, 2K? Kira Lewis Jr., I mean, might have another year of team control, but honestly, it's basically our only options. Welcome to the team. He's 22. All right, cool. So we're all set. We have our 10-man rotation. Harrison Barnes is not going to be a long-term small forward option for me. We'll find an upgrade at some point, but this is it for now. See you guys at the start of year one. After a very eventful offseason, year one has finally arrived. We obviously made the major move and acquired Bradley Beal from the Washington Wizards, pairing him with De'Aaron Fox and what's probably a top 5 backcourt in basketball now. Obviously, we know how the backcourt's going to look. We still have Harrison Barnes starting at the 3, which I don't love. That is definitely an area and a position we will look to upgrade come off-season time. I'm a big Keegan Murray fan. I want him to continue to develop playing next, obviously. Our all-star center here in Domantas Sabonis. The bench unit's pretty decent. It's led by Malik Monk, Kelly Olynyk, Jayshawn Tate, Chimezie Metu, and Kira Lewis Jr. So this is a playoff team last year. I fully expect to be one again. Hopefully top 3 seed. I'll see you guys at the end of year one. 52-30 is our record at the end of year one as Jason Tatum wins the MVP award. I will take 52 wins in year one. Obviously, there's some room for improvement, but it's never a bad starting point at 50-plus wins. Victor Wembanyama is your Rookie of the Year, obviously number 1 in San Antonio. Jordan Poole, 6th man. Mitchell Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year. You don't see that one too often in 2K. Cool to see, some new guys getting into the mix here. Claxton, Most Improved. Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year. Anybody surprised Quinn Snyder and the Atlanta Hawks are 64-win team? I'm not. We are the 1 seed at 52 wins. That is very, very surprising. Impressive, but surprising. I will say that. I did not think that this was... Oh, Jesus Christ, Harrison. All right, yeah, we are going to be moving on this offseason. I didn't think 52 wins was going to take the 1 seed, but it did. And we have the defending champs here in round 1. They have added Jordan Clarkson to start. Malik Beasley. Oh, good God. All right, that is not a fun first-round matchup. Oh, my God. Seriously? I mean, who gave us the Denver Nuggets in round 1? What are we doing here? That's ridiculous. I'm not even, like, that upset, like, matchup-wise. Like, Denver's probably a better team. No, they're a better team than us. That's insane. Luka versus... oh, my God. Trae Young. Dude, I'm so sick of the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if anybody remembers. 2K has a weird fetish with the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if anybody remembers back however many years ago. It was like 2K 16, 17, whatever it was. Kevin Durant would go into free agency, and he would always sign with the Hawks. It's been going on since then. I don't know what their obsession is with them, but it's just, I don't know why it continues to happen. Like, they have a good team, don't get me wrong. They're a solid squad. In real life, they're a little more mid than they are in this game, but I don't get it. Where is, like, the Hawks love coming? Like, is one of the developers, like, a huge Hawks fan? He must be. I don't get it. All right, let's hit the draft. Draft lottery. We're not going to have a pick in here, but let's just see it nonetheless. It's going to be the Thunder, the Magic, the Raptors, Bulls, and the Spurs as your top 5. Let's take a look at staff signing. I'm still very happy with Mike Brown as our head coach. Tremendous head coach. Great basketball mind. So let's head up to the draft. I don't think we have our first, and we do not. So not going to be a draft pick this year, unless maybe there's an option or a path for me to potentially move Harrison Barnes for a pick. That could be an option. If not, I might have a trade for him anyway, so let's see. We just traded away, I don't want to say the future of this franchise, but we made a trade package and we moved up and acquired the number 3 overall pick in this year's draft. We went ahead, oh, wrong button. We went ahead and made this trade with the Toronto Raptors, sending them Kelly Olynyk and Harrison Barnes, a Hornets first-round pick next year. That's the one that kind of hurt a little bit, and our first-round pick next year as well. So, I mean, of value, I'm a little disappointed, or not disappointed, but a little nervous about that Hornets pick. I think there's a possibility it could be in the top 10, which obviously hurts, but we need an upgrade at the small forward spot. So let's see who goes number 1. It is Ian Jackson, 6'8" out of North Carolina, now a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who goes number 2? It is Matas Buzelis. I'm not going to lie, those were my number 1 and number 2. Those are the guys that I wanted, and obviously neither of which are the guys that I got. So DJ Wagner is here. I don't really need a point guard. Cody Williams is here, and he is 6'8". He's also apparently the number 1 prospect according to Draft Express, and 2K number 6 according to NBA.com. He's probably going to be my guy. Mitch Richmond's his comparison. What are his defensive ratings? All right, he has a perimeter defense, because I don't think it's necessarily the worst thing in the world to get a guy who can play some defense, especially with the way this starting 5 is kind of laid out right now. So welcome to the team. Cody Williams is a 77 overall. I will be moving him to the small forward spot. And, yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do for us. He actually goes up to a 78. Cool with me. So we're just going to change his secondary position. Was 24 the number Buddy Hield wore when he was in Sacramento? I think it was. I don't know why. I just have a vivid image of Buddy Hield wearing a number 24 in a Kings uniform. Keegan Murray obviously coming back. I'll bring back Jae'Sean Tate as well. We obviously went ahead and moved a bench piece in Kelly Olynyk, so we want to bring back, oh my God, Kira Lewis Jr. for over $8.5 million. It's a lot of money. It definitely is. I'm going to see if there's a way where we can maybe go ahead and pay him and not have to give him that much money, maybe spread it out a little bit. It looks like the San Antonio Spurs are making a play for Domantas Sabonis, offering him a 4-year, basically $160 million deal, which definitely makes me a little bit nervous, about $40 million a year. That's a max contract that lets me give him player option. I'm not trading Sabonis. I'm just going to give him a no-trade clause. I cannot risk letting him go. So Sabonis comes back. Holy shit, Malik Monk's a free agent. I cannot lose Malik Monk. He is a 100%. Oh my God. Do we not? Oh my God. We are so fucked. We are so fucked if Malik Monk if we don't have any sort of rights on him right now to get him back. Oh. Don't do this to me, 2K. Okay, wait. Maybe. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh my God, we were able to get Malik Monk back. That is huge. Getting him back is awesome. We're also going to pay Kira Lewis Jr. a little bit less per year on an AAV, but it ends up being more money in the long run for him. That's fine by me. All right, here is a look at this team right now. We're good at point guard and shooting guard. I'm fine with small forward, honestly, so we just need to find ourselves a new backup power forward, it looks like right now. I don't really think Jay Crowder at 34 is the answer. But you know what? I'm going to be scummy. We're signing Bogey. He was a King once. And we're going to then trade him, honestly. I know it's cheesy and scummy and just kind of an asshole thing to do all around the board. But honestly, I'm going to make the move. We don't have a ton of draft picks left. And I'm going to do it. So let's find ourselves a new power forward. Our backup power forward, at least. Ooh, Nikola Jovic is here. Would I make this trade? I think the potential is definitely here. Actually, had a pretty deep... I don't want to say pretty deep. Okay. I mean, unless there's any better options, I might make that move. I'm thinking, oh, Corey Kispert's here. Not really a power forward at 6'6", but is a good player. You know what? Screw it. We're going to make this trade, sending Bogey and Chimezie Metu over to Miami for Nikola Jovic, Larry Nance Jr. Anyway, we can get a draft pick in 2027. You want 2 seconds for a first? Beautiful. All right, so we're all set now. We have our new backup center as well, and Larry Nance Jr., and obviously Nikola Jovic. Here backing up Keegan Murray. A little bit of a new look team. Well, not really, but you know what I'm saying. I'm feeling good. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. So after being the 1 seed and winning 52 games last year, we obviously came up short in the playoffs, losing in round 1, which is never fun. Nobody likes that, so we went ahead and made some couple tweaks to this roster, if you will. Adding Cody Williams as our new starting small forward, we get him in. We get Harrison Barnes out, and I'm very happy about it. Here's how it's going to look. It's De'Aaron Fox, Bradley Beal, no changes in the backcourt. Cody Williams as our new starting 3. We have Keegan Murray and Domantas Sabonis as our front court. The bench unit's pretty good. It's Malik Monk, Nikola Jovic, Jayshawn Tate, Kier Lewis Jr., Larry Nance Jr. So not a bad bench. Pretty solid starting 5. I'd like to be a 1 seed again. Let's see if we can do that. We end year 2 with a record of 58-24. I believe that's 6 games better than last year, and hopefully it's the 1 seed again. Hopefully with a little bit better playoff luck, though, this year. Speaking of playoff luck, Joel Embiid is your MVP. We'll see if the second round is still his best friend. Cody Williams, rookie. God, you'll love to see it. 12 and a half, basically, we'll call it 13. We'll call that, it's all 0.8. We'll call that 13, 7, and 5 in his rookie season. Beautiful. Eamon Thompson, 6th man of the year. Robert Williams, one of my favorite players in the league, defensive player of the year. Oh, good God. Quinn Snyder, coach of the year. Good God, the Atlanta Hawks. You got to love them. All right, so we are the 1 seed again. We're 5 games up on the Thunder for that 1 spot here in the West. And to nobody's surprise, Atlanta takes the 1 seed over there in the East. Here's a look at the numbers. Bradley Beal actually leads us in scoring at age 31. And everything else is looking good to me. Rebounds with Sabonis and assists. De'Aaron Fox. All right, round 1. This is a more reasonable, what the hell is James Harden doing in Utah? Okay, I will say as a team, the Jazz are a little bit less to deal with than Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets, so hoping for a little more success, albeit the Nuggets are still a play-in team at the 7th seed, but we avoided them. Crisis averted. We end up winning in 6. We're moving on to the Houston Rockets here in the second round. It's KPJ, Jalen Green, Kyle Kuzma. Would be interesting to see if maybe the Rockets made a run at Kuzma this offseason. Who knows? But, yeah, man, I'm excited to see what Houston does this offseason. Who knows if Harden comes back? You saw Kyrie potentially could be an option. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, Ime Udoka, their new head coach. I love Ime, man. I wish things could have gone differently with him and the Celtics. We end up coming back from being down 3-2, and we're in the Western Conference Finals, taking on the OKC Thunder. Here's a look at their team. Added Josh Hart, Miles Bridges, still got Jalen Williams, you got Poku, Ian Jackson, who they took, what, first overall, and he says like their 8th man. That's just crazy. It shows how much depth they have. We were up 3-0. It's now 3-1, and we are back. You're not back, but we're in the finals. And Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks stand in our way. How do you have money for Chris Middleton? I'd like you to explain that to me, please. Seriously, where is this money coming from? I mean, I'm assuming, yeah. So, like, Onyeka Okongwu in the final year of his rookie deal. Sadiq Bey's making 16. Zach Collins is making nearly 7. Like, where does Chris Middleton money come into play? Oh, good God. All right, we win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Okay, whoa. This is going according to plan right now. I mean, I'm feeling actually tremendous about this. All right, and we're battling here on the verge of a sweep potentially. I'll see you guys in there. We are up 2 on our home floor on the verge of sweeping the Atlanta Hawks. I am a little nervous. We've had some interesting gameplays recently, but I'm feeling good. That had to have been a 5-second violation, right? Like, there's just no way. Oh, that's crazy. All right, so let's try to play some defense here. Make sure the starter's in the game, by the way. Have to make sure they're in. That looked like an illegal screen, my friend. You ain't slick, pal. Be careful. All right, De'Aaron Fox. by far one of the fastest players in the league. I'm just going to go pick and roll and just, yeah. Oh, my God. It's too easy. It is too easy. Just keep it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. If it ain't broke, do not fix it. All right, Bradley Beal on the verge of getting his first championship. We went ahead, obviously. No, that's not what I meant to do. He missed. He missed. Malik, actually, I don't mind having Malik Monk in the game right now. A little more experience, potentially, than Cody Williams. Not the worst thing in the world. I actually wouldn't mind this at all. Monk inside. Sabonis. Just go up. And one. Oh, we are on one today, folks. We are feeling it. Show them a little bit, Demonis. Come on, baby. Let it fly. Let it fly. Free throw up, free throw, good. 7-point game. What is going on? I ain't blowing this one today. I ain't blowing it. Hang on a minute. Hopefully nobody clips that. All right, cool. We have Trae Young in jail right now. Not happening. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, still a 5-point game. It's not completely over. We just have to be smart with what we do right now. We have to be. Oh, they're trapping. No. That is not where I threw that ball. That is not. No. We're not doing this. Get that. Oh my God. Do not do this. Do not do this. Bro, I swear to God, I did not throw the basketball over there. I'm going to try to milk the clock because I do not step backcourt. Because I clearly do not want to go ahead and give the Hawks any more time than I possibly have to. So just give me a pick. Come on. Sabonis, get your fat ass over here a little faster. Fox gets the contact. No call. Big rebound. Sabonis. And he slams it. Oh my God. We are feeling it today, baby. What a play. What a moment. Huge rebound from Demonis Sabonis. Oh, I am feeling good. I am feeling good. All right. No, I'm going to be keeping Malik Monk in the basketball game right now. Thank you very much. Okay. There's 12 and a half seconds left. We are up 5. We just have to play smart. Obviously, they're going for the 3. That's known. Miss. He misses. Onyeka Okongwu rebound. They kick it out to DeJounte Murray. Oh my God, we did it. We did it. Sacramento, world champions. Let's fucking go. After a 58-win season, we ended with the 1 seed, and we ended on a high note. We end up sweeping 2K's favorite team and bringing a championship to Sacramento, winning it on our home floor in 4 games. I'm not questioning De'Aaron Fox winning Finals MVP. I'm questioning... Oh my God, this is trippy because holy shit. I had to sit through the Finals MVP ceremony and all that shit because 2K doesn't let you skip it, and Sabonis was holding the Finals MVP trophy. I don't really give a shit, to be honest, but it's weird. I don't know. I don't really care who wins what. They're both tremendous players. All right. Who cares about the Charlotte Hornets draft pick? Is it going to end up pretty high? Oh my, no, I don't think so. No, doesn't appear. Okay, cool. Spurs, Wizards, Pistons, Bulls. Okay, cool. Staff signing. Obviously, we're very happy with Mike Brown here. He's done a tremendous job so far. We move up to the draft. Do we have a pick? We do. It's 20. Nobody wants it. That's fine. Who are you going to draft for me? Anybody good? David Castillo, 70 overall. It's a roster spot. Why not? Murray and Jovic obviously both come. That's funny. The Nuggets have Murray and Jokic. We have Murray and Jovic. Stupid joke. I'm sorry. Keelan Martin probably not going to get that qualifying offer. We're not going to make many changes to this team. Any major free agents. Jayshawn Tate, I wouldn't mind bringing back. We'll see if we can upgrade maybe the backup backup center spot. Maybe find somebody besides Larry Nance Jr. Not a terrible player. Just worry about that age a little bit and that overall already at a 77. So anything else? We're not really. No, we're not making any other changes. So backup center. Oh, the options are limited. I'm going to sign TJ Warren and be kind of a scumbag, and I'm just going to trade him immediately, but who cares? It's the final year. We already won. All right, so TJ Warren, and what picks do we have left? It is going to be Warren, and we still have a couple of first, actually. Let's just see if there's a center. Bruno Fernando is not exactly who I was thinking. Xavier Booker's here. He's 6'11". How do you play? How do you play in his rookie season? Oh, he didn't. Achai Baje's here. If I needed a shooting guard, he would have been my guy. Oh, good God. Malachi, not a center. I'm getting excited because I'm seeing decent players, but none of them are centers. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to filter this center, capping out at $7 million. Wow. Max salary is like $60 million a year. what are our options going to be at like $6.5 million a year? I mean, like somewhat realistically, like I don't want him. Mark Williams, he's like too high of an overall. Who's like the first guy that's under contract that's here? Drew Eubanks. Oh, good Lord. You know what? I will attempt to get Mark Williams just so we have somebody kind of competent coming off the bench, because I don't think Drew Eubanks is going to be my answer. All right, I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. It is year 3 in Sacramento. We're obviously fresh off a championship. There's no major changes. We made a huge upgrade at the backup center spot, but other than that, there's really no core fundamental changes. It's De'Aaron Fox. Bradley Beal's down to an 85 overall. It's kind of tricky to see, but you know what? We won a ring with the man. I'm happy. Cody Williams obviously still starting. He is a 79 overall, but he is a Rookie of the Year as well, so we're not going to question it. Keegan Murray, great. Domantas Sabonis, great. Bench is pretty solid. Malik Monk, Mark Williams, Nikola Jovic, Kier Lewis Jr., and Jay Sean Tate. All right, I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final season. Once again, we go 58-24. When we went 58-24 last year, we had a pretty good playoff result. So hopefully, we can do it all over again. We will see. Ja Wilkes-Booth is your MVP. Had a hell of a season. Good to see him bouncing back. Masala Bagyoka is your Rookie of the Year. James Harden still in Utah. I mean, what is going on in Utah? I don't know, 6th man of the year. Giannis is your D-Boy. Chris Murray, most improved. Is this Keegan's brother? I believe it is. And Mike Brown wins Coach of the Year. Awesome. 2nd time in his career. Let's take a look at the numbers on the year. We're actually the 2 seed here in the Western Conference at 58 wins, but we ain't worried. I mean, hopefully we don't have to find Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals, but you know what? If we do, we will deal with it. We will deal with it if and when we're not the 1 seed. If and when that scenario. God, Denver. Okay, so Jamal Murray's not here. Colin Sexton is, though. Max Lewis, MPJ. Okay, so, I mean, losing Jamal Murray obviously hurts. Very clearly, he's a better player than Colin Sexton, but any team with Jokic on it's going to scare me, and I don't really know why it would. All right, OKC. This is the team we've beat in the Western Conference Finals last year, if my memory serves me correctly. Don't always bank on my memory. It was a long day at the office today. We are down 3-1. Oh, no, don't do this. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. That sucks. LaMelo versus Victor Wembanyama in the NBA Finals. And, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't know if we were, well, we could, maybe, I don't know. Any team with Victor Wembanyama is good. But, hey, man, we brought a championship to Sacramento, and we did it with Mr. Bradley Beal. I almost forgot it was his rebuild, but no. Nonetheless, I enjoyed this one, man. I had a ton of fun with this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it as well. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is like even going to be a possibility. I do worry about the defense of the Kings already, and I would probably be worried about it even a little bit more if you brought in Bradley Beal, but he's obviously still a tremendous player. If he can stay healthy, he obviously is going to help your team. I think it kind of comes down to the cost. And as I stand by what I said at the beginning of this video, that the Wizards don't have a ton of leverage. I mean, the Wizards as a franchise, if they were to bring back everybody and run it back, I mean, it's hard to say run it back with a team like the Wizards, but like if you brought back Bradley Beal, not brought him back, but retained Bradley Beal, you brought back Porzingis, you brought back Kuzma, you're still probably not a playoff team, and you haven't been for a long time. Make a decision. Seriously, make a decision. So, I don't know. We will see what happens with Bradley Beal. I do think he'll be moved. I don't think the trade package is going to be as good as some people think it is going to be. So, time will tell. Let me know your thoughts on the whole Bradley Beal situation, along with any other rebuild ideas, down below in the comments section. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.